Hi everyone, I hope you're well today. We're so excited to be having you all back together on Monday. It's going to be great to have our whole school community all back in the same place. So we're really looking forward to seeing you all. Now, we've had to show a lot of resilience during this time. It's been a year of having to have a lot of resilience, and that means being able to cope with change and uncertainty and things that are a bit new and different. So I thought that in preparation for us having the change and the return back to school on Monday, I would read you The Resilient Sloth. And let's see if we can use any of the Resilient Sloth's tips to help us manage the change that's coming up for us. Everyone that knew Sloth knew just how mentally tough he was. He never gave up or felt helpless. He felt like he could accomplish anything he put his mind to. His parents, teachers and friends were in awe of how cheerful and upbeat he always was. If Sloth was scared about solving a maths problem on the board in class, he would say, I'll do my best, and if I get it wrong, it doesn't mean I'm any less smart or likeable. When Sloth struggled to learn how to play the guitar, he motivated himself by thinking, everyone fails in the beginning, but good things come to those who keep trying. If I try hard, I will surely achieve my goal. Once, Sloth hurt himself while playing baseball, and he dusted himself off and said to himself, well, I might have got hurt now, but once I heal, I will be stronger and faster than before. And when Sloth lost a foot race to his friend Rabbit, he would think, he got me this time, but that's just motivation to train harder for the next time. Sloth could conquer any problem because he was so mentally tough. With how unflappable and resilient he was, no obstacle could keep him down for long. But he wasn't always like this. There was a time when the smallest issues would ruin his day because he would be so upset by them. He would cry if someone told him no. He would punch the wall if someone teased him. He would always jump to the worst conclusion possible. As a result, Sloth was always in a bad mood, which worried his parents. Sloth's friend Fox also noticed his behaviour and knew just what would help him. He invited Sloth to come over to his house one night for a sleepover. When they met, Fox took a sleepy Sloth outside to his telescope so that they could observe the faraway stars and planets together. Fox told Sloth of a trick he often used when faced with various problems. He said, I've been using something called the 10-10-10 rule whenever I feel myself being overwhelmed. Just like we see far into the distance with the telescope, all you need to do is look far into the future with your imagination. Whenever you're faced with an issue, ask yourself 3 things. First, ask if what is upsetting you will still matter in 10 hours. Some things might, but most will not. Second, ask yourself if it will matter in 10 days. Third, ask yourself if this issue will matter in 10 weeks. You'll probably have forgotten about the issue altogether at that point. There we go. So we start with 10 hours, 10 days, 10 weeks. Will it still matter? If these issues or problems don't matter in the future, are they really worth getting upset by? Try this trick and I promise your problems will not seem as big as they do now. The important part is what we gain in perspective, and that our emotions and feelings don't always accurately represent reality, and this helps us get through anything at all. Sloth was still doubtful of his friend's suggestion. Nevertheless, he promised to try and tell Fox how it went. The next day, Sloth was once again called to solve a maths problem on the chalkboard. He was scared at first, but he remembered Sloth's trick. Will it matter in 10 hours if I get the wrong answer? Only I will remember by then. Will it matter in 10 days? I'll have forgotten about this completely. Will it matter in 10 weeks? Oh no, absolutely not. Can you guess what happened after Sloth asked himself these 3 questions? He felt confident that things would be fine, and if he got it wrong, and he even managed to get the right answer. Sloth could not believe it. Fox's trick worked. He vowed to worry less and not be as bothered by the problems that came his way. He just had to think about the future to see that his worries were not worth being overwhelmed over. He applied the rule once again when he couldn't go out to play because his parents said no. Instead of becoming frustrated, he asked himself, will this matter in 10 hours? No, because I will be sleeping then. Will it matter in 10 days? No, I would have played with my friends several times by then. He did not even have to wonder about whether it would bother him after 10 weeks. Like before, Sloth successfully controlled his emotions and did not let small problems faze him. From that day onwards, Sloth would never forget to apply the 10-10-10 rule whenever he faced a challenge. He realised just how many issues did not even bother him after 10 hours, let alone 10 days and 10 weeks. All problems became small when you look at a longer length of time, and you realise how many things we can let go of and stop worrying about. The 10-10-10 rule can help anyone in difficult situations develop mental toughness and resilience to successfully overcome their problems. So don't forget, 10 hours, 10 days, 10 weeks. Will it still matter then? And there's the last picture of them looking at the stars. I hope that's helped you to think about when you might need to use your resilience and when you might use the 10-10-10 rule. We're all going to be feeling different things at different times about the return to school next week. And whatever you're feeling at the moment is absolutely fine. You might have times where you feel okay. You might have times where you feel nervous. You might feel absolutely fine about it all, and that's also fine. But however you're feeling, just know that we're all here to support you, and we're really looking forward to seeing you next week. I'd love to know how you might use the 10-10-10 rule in your life, and also maybe what you're looking forward to, or maybe you're a little bit worried about and you might like to use the 10-10-10 rule, or maybe some other tricks, so like our mindfulness and our breathing techniques. You might want to do some mindfulness colouring or talk to a grown-up at home. There's so many ways that we can help ourselves, and there's so many people out there who are willing to help. So I'll say goodbye now, but I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week. On Friday I'll be dropping a video of a tour of the school, so look out for that as well. Bye, have a great day.